Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about something so exciting. Well, I think it's exciting anyway. Quantum jumping. Um, have you heard of quantum jumping? It's sort of a buzzword these days. It's what a lot of people are getting involved in because everything around us is energy. We're all made of energy. Everything is made of energy, actually. Everything. Everything I'm looking at is made of energy. We're made of energy as well. Um, to best describe this, just think of a guitar. Imagine a guitar string vibrates and makes a sound. The faster the vibration, the higher the frequency, and the slower the vibration, the lower the frequency. Get that? Now think of quantum jumping like jumping from one version of yourself to another. Let's say you're feeling stuck or low. Maybe you're in a bad mood, you doubt yourself, you compare yourself to others and fall short. That's what is called lower frequency. You're vibrating slowly, lower frequency. Everybody can understand that. But if you want to change your life, then you're going to have to raise your vibration or lift your energy to a higher frequency. I never really got this until someone explained it to me this way. If you're in your car and you're driving and you want to hear and you want to listen to the radio, switch on your channel that you normally listen to, and it'll play whatever's on air at the moment. That's not to say that the other channels aren't playing. They're all playing at exactly the same time. Every single channel is playing at the same time. But you've tuned in to one particular frequency. And that's how we have to become if we want to change anything about our lives. We have to up our frequency. We have to raise our frequency. It's not that easy though, because we're living, because things take time. You might do the work today and only see the effects in a week or two or a month. So you have to be persistent and you have to keep on keeping on, which is why I started my channel with mirror work and shadow work, because that's an excellent basis to actually raise your frequency. So then how does frequency vibe with quantum leaping or quantum jumping? How do the two connect? So let's say you're feeling stuck or low, like I mentioned earlier. Um, that would be considered a low frequency. So to get a higher frequency, you'd need to get into a more positive framework, a more energetic attitude, things like love, excitement, gratitude, happiness, confidence, gratitude, all these if you're operating with love and excitement and gratitude, then you are vibrating faster. You have a higher energy level, and that's when quantum jumping or leaping can happen. When I began this work a couple of years ago, um, I didn't really understand this whole frequency vibration quantum leaping thing. I tried it. I tried it. I did what everybody else said I should do, but I didn't understand it. So if you don't understand something, it's really hard to do. But then when I heard about the radio station and about I could finally put together, I'm the radio station. I'm the radio station. Okay. And depending on what I tune into is what I'm going to put out. It's simple. What you put in is you put out. Remember, one very important thing is that we are made of energy and water, basically. Okay. So if we're made of energy, we should work with energy. Um, Up to now, I'm 60. And up to now, we had this thing about New Year's resolutions. We're going to do this better. We're going to do that better. We're going to do this. We're going to do the other. Oh, and I'd start great. I'd start so good. But within a week or two, I was already sort of, this is not working. And I did this for year after year after year until I heard that we do not get what we want in life. We get who we are. We get who we are. Who we are is what we're going to project. Imagine whatever you are feeling is what you're going to vibe out. Okay. So higher frequency is all about positive feelings like love, excitement, gratitude, etc. And that's when you can quantum jump. When you raise your frequency, you kind of jump to a better version of yourself or a reality where your dreams start coming true. But just remember, please remember, you've got to become that person before you can manifest that, before you can um, project, put out your wonderful high frequency. Okay. It's like when you're tuning to match your energy to the life you want. So, all right, let's talk about money. I always had a really toxic attitude or idea of what money was. And when I started doing the work, I was barely making ends meet, which was crazy because I was working really hard and I was earning good money and it just disappeared. It would come in and just go out, would come in and then go out. Literally, I'd look again and my account was at zero and it was the 8th of the month. And I'd think, how did this happen? What is going on? And this just happened month after month. And I realized there was something wrong. There was something wrong because everybody I know has a very different financial life than I have. And they're not very different to me in the way they think, or the difference is how I saw myself, okay? How I saw myself with regards to money. And I always thought that money would make you evil, so I'd rather keep away from it. Must be my religious not upbringing. I wasn't brought up religious in my family. There's no one in my family that actually believes in Christianity, or I don't think there is anyone actually. Well, except my cousins, they are Christians. Anyway, I don't even know why I deviated. That's not important. That's not important. I just wanted to tell you that I had to change the way I view money, for me to start earning more money because of my programming, which I remember starting with this attitude of, money just makes you evil when I was a teenager. So I'd just give it away. Whenever I had, I'd give it away, or money wasn't anything to me. Literally, it wasn't. But when I got older, I realized how important it is to earn a good living and to get money. It's important. You don't just want to survive, you want to thrive. And we can. And with quantum jumping and quantum leaping, we can certainly change many things in our life, from finances to how we see ourselves when we look in the mirror, to if we think we're worth anything or not. Anyway, you get the drift, right? So what I started doing was meditating a lot, meditating a lot. I didn't know why I was meditating. I just thought I have to meditate. And I started with a guided meditation and it started changing my life. I started calming down. I didn't get anxiety. Then I started working with money and I started affirming um, a certain amount that I'm going to be earning, that I have. Sorry, you cannot say you're going to, you've got to say you have it already, because we have to see ourselves as having it. We have to see ourselves as having it for us to project this outside of ourselves. So everything starts on the inside out. Absolutely everything starts on the inside out. So changing your frequency is just about shifting your energy and mindset so that you vibrate higher at a more positive level. Okay, so that's all good and well. Let's look at 10 ways that you can practice, that you can actually up your energy. 10 ways, okay? And then later on, I'm going to be showing you, it's an audio file. It's a file I prepared, and it gives an excellent explanation. So if you want to get deeper into this, then just stick around till the end where you can hear this amazing conversation between two people, which it just makes it a lot easier to understand. All right. So the first way that we can elevate our frequency that is towards, so we can quantum jump, we practice gratitude. When you wake up in the morning, be grateful. I know that often we wake up and we go, oh, no, no, I don't feel, oh, no, no, and you go brush your teeth and you go do this and you go do that, and you don't feel it's optimal and you don't feel positive and you're thinking, oh, just another day, just another. I had this recently. I lost my job in November, and I was practically told to leave where I was staying. And by December, which is the month of Christmas and happiness and unity, and I had zero in my bank account. I had zero. And that's all because I started doing all this hard work. Okay. Now, normally, if that happened to me, I'd be a raving mess. I'd be depressed and sad and crying. But no, 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 no. I said, bring it on. Okay. I am wealthy. I have an amazing job. I have this. I am this. I am that. And I would say it and I would rant in front of the mirror. But before I did all of that, I'd have to start being grateful. And when I discovered that starting off my day with gratitude definitely gave me a little shift. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you automatically shift your energy to a higher frequency. What a beautiful day. What an incredible day. I'm feeling so happy today. Even if you don't worry about it. Repetition will change your programming in your subconscious. Okay. So you've got to give this thing repetition. You've got to. I'm not sure what the actual figure is, but they say that if you listen to something, I don't know how many times is it? I don't know. I'm going to look it up. I am going to look it up. But I know it's quite a big number. You have to listen to an affirmation a huge amount of times before it actually sticks and replaces your programming. All right. So start by listing a few things you're grateful for every day. Notice how it lifts your mood instantly. Be grateful for your bed. Be grateful for your wardrobe, for the room that you're in. Be grateful for the clothes that you're wearing, whatever. And I know that when you're in a bit of a rut, the last thing you want to do is practice gratitude. Hello. But I promise you it'll change your day. If you just lie down for 3 minutes, or just sit and close your eyes and think of all the things you're grateful for and just say it loudly, because remember, our voice is of a particular frequency and it kind of gels with us. It's our voice. It's the voice we use. So your subconscious is going to believe it. It's going to believe that, you know, you are super grateful, and that changes your frequency. Along with that, meditation and mindfulness is a very powerful practice. Very, very powerful. In fact, I changed my life with meditation. We all have a different process that we go through and a different process that sort of is good for our soul. But for me, it was meditation. I've been trying to meditate most of my life and I just could not do it. I could not do it. And eventually I got the attitude of other people can do it, but I can't do it. So I'm not going to do it. I couldn't be bothered. But then I realized how important meditation was, but I didn't know how to begin. So I found a guided meditation online, and it was amazing. If you want to start with a guided meditation, probably the best meditations on the internet, I think, then go to Brian Scott's channel. Brian Scott, Brianscott. He has hundreds of meditations. You can choose the topic and just put on your earphones and you close your eyes and you lie down or you sit, however you want to meditate, and you just do what he tells you to do. It's a guided meditation and it'll take you to such beautiful places. So consider doing, and he has short meditations and long ones. I was doing 1 hour, 20 meditations at a time, maybe 2, 3 times a day. But now I just do his shorter ones. Brian Scott, you've got to see his things, his channel. It's excellent. Right. Another thing is positive affirmations. So what you tell yourself, for example, I am worthy, I am loved, I am abundant, is what you're going to be. You are going to be who you think you are. Remember that. Just remember you are who you think you are. Just to give you an example, I was never good at pressure. If I had an exam, I'd kind of crumble. And then if I started my exam and I made one mistake, the whole thing would go downhill. Or sports. I was a tennis player for many years. But if I hit one ball wrong and it hit the net or it went out, I would immediately just go, I can't do this, and just give up. I just gave up very quickly and very easily. But when you start affirming how wonderful you are, and you take this seriously, you take it seriously because this is about you. This is about you. You want to change who you are. You want to be joyful and peaceful in your soul. So then affirmations come in. Have a look at my affirmations video. It's a short one, but it's quite powerful. Another thing that is so important that we forget about, surround yourself with positivity. People affect your vibration. There's just no other, it is what it is. People will affect your vibration. So if you're with someone who is down in the dumps and negative and miserable, if you've spent some time with them, I can guarantee you'll walk away feeling, ugh, I don't feel so good. I'm not feeling so great. Because we are energy. That's why we are energy and we can attract other people's energy. So you need to surround yourselves with people you want to be like, people that are positive, people that are happy-go-lucky. Really, really need to work on the negativity. And that's something that only you can do because you'll find that your negativity is because of your words. Our words are magic. They are magic spells. Everything we say comes true. Our words are magic spells, so be careful of your words and do what I do. Like if I do something silly, I'll go, "Oh, Ginevra, you're just such a dummy," and then I'll go, "No, you're not. You're not a dummy. You're amazing. You're wonderful. You're incredible." So catch yourself as you do these things and just change it. Change your words. Change your words. Of course, moving your body is also important. Physical exercise, we know, walking, riding a bike, yoga, walking in nature. That's all really good for your frequency because it helps you remove stuck energy, makes you feel lighter, makes you feel more energized. Then number 6, focus on self-love. When you love yourself, you raise your frequency naturally. This means taking care of your mind and your body. So whether it's through self-care, saying nice things to yourself, or treating yourself with compassion, self-love is key to changing your energy. And this is where mirror work is so powerful because you are telling yourself exactly who you want to be or who you are. Remember, we're not going to become that. We already are. Okay. So you're going to, and then watch the video at the end of this, watch the video that I've got at the end of my video because it also speaks about different timelines, which is pretty important. So yeah, mirror work is when you tell yourself beautiful things in front of the mirror for 5 minutes a day. I promise you, this changes everything, absolutely everything. I've already mentioned spending time in nature. Nature has a very grounding effect on your energy. Spending time outside, even for a few minutes, can help you feel more aligned and connected to the earth. Of course, you have heard that you should go barefoot at times and just ground yourself. That's pretty cool too. All right. So, along with all of this, is let go of your negative thoughts. Let them go. Let them go. Let them go. They're not doing you any good. I know it's comfortable to say the same negative things over and over again because it's our comfort zone. Our subconscious has stored that. That's what's in our subconscious, and that's what you're going to what's going to come out of your mouth, come out of your energy. This is your energy. So catch your negative thoughts. Please catch your negative thoughts. Whenever you diss yourself or you start speaking about yourself, immediately change that line of thinking because you don't realize our thoughts are powerful too. They also affect the way we live. I mean, and the thing is, we have thousands of thoughts in a day, thousands and millions of thoughts in a day, and we don't even know half of what we're thinking. So when you start doing mirror work and affirming and sleeping with the sleep mask, which I have one here so I can show you. So this is my sleep mask. This is what I sleep with. And I put it over my head like this. And then my affirmations run in the speakers all night. So I'm sleeping, but my affirmations are running, they're looping. And the reason I'm doing this is because there's a popular thinking, in fact, it's true, it's been proven already, that when you go to sleep, your conscious sleeps, your subconscious wakes up. So you can actually shove a whole lot of good stuff in there when you're sleeping. How effortless is that? It's amazing. Okay. Another thing is visualization, which I will cover shortly. Visualize your desired reality. Visualization is a powerful tool for raising your frequency. It's so powerful. Imagine yourself already living the life you want. Feel the emotions of achieving your goals and align your energy with that vision. The more that you visualize, the more your frequency aligns with your dreams. Visualizing is especially powerful just before you fall asleep. Close your eyes and see yourself in the desired reality. See yourself exactly as you want to live. Um, Peaceful, free from stress, loving on yourself, only being with good energy around you, avoiding toxicity and negativity because it'll just pull you down, raising your frequency, raising it as much as you can. And just remember, this is not done in a day, okay? It's not done in a day, but it's so important to just start. It's so important to start. All right, lastly, have fun and laugh. You know that laughter is one of the highest frequencies. I have read about patients that were really ill with debilitating diseases, and they got out of it by laughter. They would just force themselves to watch as many funny things as possible. Okay, it's a little bit like extreme, but just to give you the idea that laughter is so important because when you're laughing, you're sending out positive vibes and you're inviting more joy into your life because remember, whatever you send out comes back to you. Find things that make you laugh and bring joy to your day. Spend time with people that make you happy. The higher your joy, the higher your frequency. And this is all so true. So now I'm going to leave you with this incredible discussion between two people to better explain the concept. Listen carefully as this information will change your life. Oh, it's 15:15 on the clock. There you go. So I'm going to leave you now and go on with my Sunday, even though it's miserable, raining and dismal, which is kind of unusual in the Algarve because the Algarve is all about insanely good weather. Anyway, have a wonderful Sunday and I'll see you again soon. And oh, of course, yeah, I'm a newbie at YouTube, so I forget to say please subscribe and all those things. And subscriptions are so important because we need 1,000 before we can monetize our channel. I'm working my way there. And that's another thing. Because I lost my job and I lost my home, I was forced between a wall and a hard place. It was the strangest thing. Before I end off this, I have to tell you this. So I started really working hard, the hardest I've ever started working. Okay, the most affirmations and mirror work and sleeping with my earphones. The most I ever did was in from about August, September, October. By October, I was going full steam. By November, I lost everything. 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 How crazy is that? I had this incredible job and I had a whole lot of I was a remote writer online. And I had about, I'd say five good clients, 5 clients that used me regularly. And within the same week, every one of them terminated our, it's not contract or anything, it's freelance. So every one of them sort of just disappeared out of my life. And then my landlord practically kicked me out. And I stood there, like I explained earlier on, start of December, thinking, I'm not going to panic. I didn't feel like panicking at all. In fact, I didn't have one moment's panic. The worse things got, the more I said, no, this is happening because I am now claiming that I am manifesting a wealthy life. I am manifesting so many gorgeous, wonderful things, and I wasn't getting them there. I was stuck. You know how we get stuck in life, how we're comfortable and we're stuck? So sometimes, I mean, this has happened to me most of my life. Every time I get too comfortable, I get kicked out. It's the craziest thing. And I never really understood it, but I get it now. I totally get it now. There's no place for being comfortable is not a good thing. Being comfortable is not a good thing at all. You need to strive to be better all the time. You need to strive to raise those energy levels. You need to strive. Well, if you want to change your life, that is, because if you don't want to change your life, then there's no point doing any of this. But I certainly wanted to because I suddenly had nothing. And when you have nothing, you have everything. I have everything. It's incredible. I don't answer to anyone now. I answer to myself, which is why I started the YouTube channel. So come on, guys, subscribe and let me get monetized with this thing so that I never have money problems again. And another video that I am going to create soon is how to start a video channel, how to start a YouTube channel at 60 and why you should. 60-year-olds should start YouTube. It's so much fun. Anyway, guys, I'm waffling. I'll see you soon. Have a wonderful day.
All right, so today we are diving into quantum leaping.
Ooh, quantum leaping.
I know it's something that everyone's really curious about.
Yeah.
And we have actually a whole bunch of YouTube videos from a bunch of different creators talking about it in a whole bunch of different ways.
Right.
Some a little bit more out there than others.
Absolutely.
But we're going to go through it all and
see it resonate.
Yeah, see what resonates and see if there's some stuff we can actually take away and try out ourselves.
I love it.
So to start off,
Yeah.
what actually is quantum leaping?
Right.
So one of the creators, Jules Guerin, she puts it really, really simply.
Okay.
She's like, quantum leaping is just like moving from one state or reality to another.
I like that.
Yes, and simple.
Get a big life upgrade.
Exactly. And, this idea is really founded in this fascinating world of quantum physics.
Right.
The idea that multiple realities exist at the same time,
Whoa.
all vibrating at different frequencies.
Okay.
Almost like different radio stations.
Oh. And so that dream life you're thinking about,
Yeah.
it's already out there.
Oh, wow.
It's on a different frequency.
Okay.
And so quantum leaping suggests that we're not actually creating it.
Okay.
We're aligning ourselves to match it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, one word that kept popping up
For sure.
in all these videos was frequency.
Yes.
So what does that actually mean?
Yeah. So think of frequency as energy.
Okay.
Your energy, every thought you have,
Uh-huh.
every belief you hold,
Yeah.
even your emotions,
Okay.
they
yeah.
all vibrate at a certain frequency.
Mm,
And just like a radio, you need to tune into the right frequency
right.
to access a specific station.
Oh, that's a good analogy.
Yeah. So Guerin uses that analogy as well.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You tune into the right frequency,
Yeah.
boom, you hear the song,
Yeah.
which in this case is your desired reality.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
So to experience abundance,
Yes.
you need to match the frequency of abundance.
Exactly.
To attract love, vibrate at the frequency of love.
It's that simple.
Okay, but she also says that it's not enough to just think about it.
Absolutely.
You need to do something called inspired action.
Yes.
So what is that? Is that just like a fancy word for just taking action?
It's more than that.
Okay.
It's about recognizing and acting upon those intuitive nudges
Okay.
you receive. When your inner world,
Okay.
your thoughts, beliefs, emotions are aligned with the desired frequency.
Got it.
It's like the universe whispering to you,
Oh,
guiding you towards specific actions
okay.
that will lead you to your goal.
I see.
Yeah.
So like when she talks about the woman who wanted to find her soulmate,
Right.
and then she felt this urge to try a new workout class.
Yeah.
And she was like, that's so not me, but she did it.
And she met the love of her life
She met him there.
at the workout class.
Yeah, great.
Or the entrepreneur who, during meditation, gets a flash of inspiration for a new business idea.
Yeah.
And it turns out to be a massive success.
Yeah, think about in your own life. Have you ever just felt called to do something?
Absolutely.
At a sudden urge?
Yeah. And it, worked out well for you.
Yeah, it could be your frequency guiding you.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Shonimoto.
Okay.
So he brought in this ancient symbol
Okay.
called the flower of life.
Uh-huh.
6,000 years old.
6,000 years old.
What's the connection with quantum leaping?
So the flower of life,
Yeah.
it's this fascinating geometric pattern
Right.
found in various ancient cultures, and it represents creation,
Okay.
the interconnectedness of all things.
Wow.
And Nemoto suggests it holds a key to understanding how frequency influences reality
Okay.
and how we can leverage that to manifest our desires.
Interesting.
I mean, the geometry itself is worth exploring further.
Yeah.
But essentially, he's implying that this ancient wisdom
Right.
already understood the power of frequency.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he also mentioned Terrence Howard,
Karen Tower, yes.
the actor. The actor.
And he has some pretty unique ideas
He does.
about DNA and frequency in music.
Right.
Specifically, the shift from 432 hertz tuning to 440 hertz.
Yes, very controversial.
What do you think about that?
So Howard suggests that this shift in tuning
Yeah.
negatively impacted human consciousness.
Really?
And what's interesting is that Nemoto seems to agree.
Does he?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Emphasizing the potential impact of frequency on our very DNA.
That's pretty wild.
It is pretty wild.
I'm a little bit skeptical, but I mean, I'm open to it.
Think about it this way. We are constantly bombarded by various frequencies.
Yeah, that's true.
From music and technology to the energy of the people around us.
Yeah.
Nemoto, like Howard,
Yeah.
believes that these frequencies can influence us on a cellular level.
Okay.
So whether we subscribe to Howard's specific claims,
Right.
it's a compelling link between ancient wisdom and modern science.
Okay, so we've talked about frequency,
Yes.
aligning with our desired reality. Yes.
Taking inspired action.
Uh-huh.
But how much control do we really have over our subconscious mind?
Right.
Which, according to another creator, Sinan,
Yes.
is like the architect of our reality.
Sinan is spot on.
Really?
Our subconscious is constantly listening
Okay.
and responding to our thoughts, beliefs, emotions, even those we're not consciously aware of.
Wow.
It's like a powerful computer program running in the background,
Okay.
shaping our experiences based on the input we give it.
Wow.
And that's where the real power lies.
So he uses this analogy
Yeah.
of the subconscious mind being like fertile soil.
Exactly.
What we plant in that soil will grow.
Precisely.
So plant fear and doubt, you'll reap limitations and setbacks.
Yes.
Plant confidence, abundance, love.
Uh-huh.
Your reality will reflect those qualities.
Uh-huh.
That's the key.
So is our subconscious calling all the shots?
It's more of a dance of collaboration.
Okay.
The subconscious is incredibly powerful, yes,
Yeah.
but we're not powerless. We can learn to consciously direct our thoughts and emotions, to choose what we plant in that fertile soil.
Okay.
And that, my friend, is where things get really interesting.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do we actually take control and start, like, planting those positive seeds?
Well, one technique that comes up again and again is visualization.
Okay.
Both Gran and Sanand really emphasize its power to reprogram the subconscious.
But it's not just, like, daydreaming, right?
No, it's much more than that.
Okay.
It's about creating vivid mental images, engaging all your senses, really feeling yourself in the desired reality.
Mm.
The more real and emotional those visualizations are,
Okay.
the deeper the imprint on the subconscious mind.
So it's like how you react watching, like, a scary movie.
Exactly.
Even though you know it's not real.
Yeah, you know it's not real.
You still get scared.
Your heart races, your palms sweat.
Right.
It's the mind-body connection at work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Garen talks about normalizing your desires. So it's like making that dream life feel so natural to you
Right.
that your subconscious doesn't, like, put up a fight.
It doesn't resist.
Yeah.
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 We often sabotage ourselves because deep down we don't believe we deserve that happiness, that success, that love.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So how do we overcome that?
Well, Garen suggests some pretty powerful techniques.
Okay. Like what?
Well, one is surrounding yourself with people who are already living the life you want.
Okay. So, like, if you want to be a successful entrepreneur,
Hang out with successful entrepreneurs.
makes sense.
Exactly. It's about shifting your point of reference,
Yeah.
changing what you're exposed to on a daily basis.
Right.
When you constantly see and hear people living your dream life,
Yeah.
it starts to feel more attainable, more normal for you.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah,
She also says that it's important to focus on what you do want,
absolutely.
not what you don't want.
That's key.
So instead of being like, I don't want to be broke,
Right.
you'd say, I am abundant.
I am abundant money. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly.
I like it.
It's a fundamental principle of manifestation.
Okay.
What we focus on expands.
Right.
By dwelling on what we don't want,
Yeah.
we actually give it more energy, more power.
That's so true.
Yeah, shift your attention, shift your energy
Yeah.
towards what you want to create.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I like this analogy that Gurren uses
Oh, yeah.
called the quantum leap ladder.
The quantum leap ladder.
Yeah, it's for people who, like, get overwhelmed by big, audacious goals.
It can be a bit daunting.
Yeah.
So the idea is to break down that big dream
Okay.
into smaller, achievable steps.
Okay.
Identify the highest step you can realistically reach right now.
Uh,
Focus on aligning your frequency with that step.
okay.
Once you've achieved it, move on to the next one.
Got it.
Steadily climbing toward your ultimate goal.
So each small win kind of like builds momentum.
It does.
It reinforces your belief in yourself and your ability to manifest.
Exactly like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Planting those seeds of success.
Exactly.
And it's crucial to approach this with a sense of playfulness, a lightness of being, as Garen puts it.
Okay.
Trying to force things,
Yeah.
getting too attached to the outcome.
Yeah.
That creates resistance,
Right.
blocks the flow of energy.
So just trust the process. Have fun along the way.
Absolutely.
Allow things to unfold naturally.
Yes.
I like that, but let's be real.
Yeah.
A lot of this can sound pretty far-fetched to some people.
Absolutely. Even a bit woo-woo.
Right.
There's bound to be skepticism.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, it's not exactly mainstream science.
It's not mainstream science.
Right.
But even if we put aside the quantum physics aspect of it,
Okay.
the core principles, positive thinking, visualization, conscious action,
Yeah.
those have been studied and shown to have a real impact on our lives.
So it's less about the how it happens and more about the what we do.
Exactly.
Okay.
Whether it's quantum leaping
Yeah.
or just good old-fashioned self-development.
Right.
These techniques can be powerful tools for anyone looking to create a more fulfilling life.
And that brings us back to Sho Nimoto
Yes.
and his insights about identity and frequency.
Right.
Remember, he talked about the power of choosing your identity,
Yes.
of declaring who you are in the world.
Like stepping into that role.
Yeah, and it's not about ego.
No.
It's about aligning your frequency with the person you want to become.
Precisely.
So how does that tie into everything else we've talked about?
Well, if we consider the premise that our reality is a reflection of our internal state, our frequency, then choosing our identity becomes an act of shaping that reality.
Okay.
Think about it this way. If you could choose to vibrate at any frequency,
Yeah.
what kind of reality would you create?
Wow.
Who would your ideal self be?
It really makes you think, huh?
It does.
Like maybe we have more control
Yeah.
than we realize.
It's an invitation
Yeah.
to step into our full potential,
Right.
to consciously create the reality
Yeah.
that we want to experience.
Yeah. And I mean, even if we don't like fully buy into the
Yeah.
whole quantum leaping thing,
Yeah,
just like these ideas alone
absolutely.
can help us like grow as people.
For sure, for sure.
So we covered a lot today,
We did.
a lot of ground,
Yeah.
from like the basic principles of quantum leaping
Yeah.
to like actual tools and techniques we can use.
Right.
We even got kind of philosophical.
A little bit.
What do you think is like the most important thing?
The key takeaway
Yeah.
is that you have the power to shape your reality, whether it's through conscious thought visualization or taking inspired action.
Right.
You are the architect of your own life.
I love that.
Yeah,
That's so powerful.
it is.
So if you're feeling inspired and you want to learn more about this,
Yeah.
definitely check out the full videos
Yes.
from all the creators that we mentioned.
We'll link them in the show notes.
Yep, they'll be in the show notes.
And of course, don't forget to subscribe to The Deep Dive
Yes.
for more deep dives.
Into all sorts of
All sorts of things.
mysteries.
The mysteries of the universe
Yeah.
and the human experience.
The human experience, exactly.
Until next time,
Yes.
keep questioning, keep exploring,
Yeah.
and keep leaping towards the life you dream of.
And remember that dream life
Yeah.
might be closer than you think.
Maybe just a quantum leap away.
The quantum leap away.